Come get to know your girl. There's a lot going on in her world. There's enough for you to get a view
of everything that's Keda's Brew.
From health, beauty, food, and crypto, these are the things you'll get to know. So come find the brew
that's right for you. Then you'll know what to do. Come get to know your girl. There's a lot going on in her world. There's enough for you to get a view of everything that's Keda's Brew. Keda's Brew will change your perspective, give you food for thought in the right direction, show you things to move the scale and help you out with every detail. Keda's Brew will change your perspective, give you food for thought in the right direction, show you things to move the scale and help you out with every detail.
Come on, get to know your girl.
Come get Come on, get to know your girl. There's a lot going on in her world. There's enough for you to get a view. It's everything that's Keda's Brew.
What up, what up, what up? It's your girl, Keda, coming in on this Thursday night. This is a special night. Why is it a special night? Because today is my birthday. It's my birthday. And I'm super excited about that. In a normal instance, I don't normally do a whole lot of celebrating, things of that nature. I'll do stuff for my birthday, but I won't be hyping it up or anything like that. Well, today is different. Today's different. Last year, I turned the big old 50, and I didn't do anything for it. But this year, I'm like, I think I'm going to do a little bit more. Going to do that. So I'm super excited about that. I got my first guest in the house, Miss Tangela. Hello, my sister from another Mr. and Mrs. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you for that. I am so excited to be here on IMU TV, YouTube, and then also on the X app. Definitely, please feel free to make any types of comments that you may have. Put them into the chat. We will interact. I don't really have too much planned for the show. I was like, listen, I just want to be around my magical internet friends and, have a good time and all of that. I did get a chance to hang out with one of my dear friends earlier today and had lunch with her in Dallas. I don't live in Dallas, but I live not far from there. So going out to Dallas is not a chore, thank goodness. And we actually did get a chance to go to a really nice restaurant and catch up and talk and enjoy each other's company. One thing about being around my my magical internet friends is they're on the internet. And so it's great to be able to see your friends in person. So that's really a dope thing. So what's my new goal in life? My new goal is to be very intentional about following through on my goals and aspirations. And I've really kind of set the bar kind of high for things that I'm wanting to do and I am doing. A lot. I think in order to kind of really get a scope of how that looks is to talk about the past year. I mean, we are in December. So from the start of the year till now, there's been major changes in my life, across the board. From, changing up my thought process when it comes to this digital asset and cryptocurrency space, to starting a new business, and then not only starting a new business, but then looking to bridge it to the Web3 space, and then on top of doing all of that, building, creating, coming up with different products and things that I feel I would use and want other people to use. Then also having collaborations with other partners and other, doing sponsorships, whether it's, you know, collabing with the Bearded Ape Society or with Uncle Ron, and also now with Sholo. Um, there's been a lot in the wheelhouse. And last night was Dip a Toe. And on Dip a Toe, they did have Ty from the TI project along with Merch Mob, you know. And one of the things that kind of really stuck out concerning that interview with Melissa and Simon Says was that each one of them said that their mentors basically told them that they had too many things happening at one time and they needed to focus on one. And I think that used to be the case, that used to be the thing to do, to just focus on one thing and be great at it. Um, I'm not necessarily sure that that's the right way to be, just focus on one thing, because I think that what ends up happening is you get stuck, right? And then the roads to other things get blurred. So I think that that's been a very interesting thing for me. We have Steak and Bake Bully in the house on the X app, as well as Miss Optimistic Prime. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. It's always a pleasure to have you all here, my magical internet friends. Um, so for me, yeah, I've got my hands in a lot of different things. And I think that's good for me, at least. Because for me, I need to be active. I need to be able to do a lot of things. So I'm working on that, and I'm excited about how things are playing out. I am letting it happen organically. I am working through so many different things. Is there a reason why y'all are so loud? Yeah. See, yeah, I know y'all saw my lips moving, and that's me yelling at the kids because they in here yelling like they at a circus, and I'm trying to understand what's happening. So from this vantage point, right now, and there's Miss World Big Break. Hey, Miss Melissa, I love you too. So there's been so many different things that have happened in this past year. From starting that business and then, working on Digital Ladies Unscripted, and then Keda's Brew TV. um, and across the board, just really just trying to be as active as possible, to make sure that, one, as we move further and further into this new rollout of this new financial system, I know that there's going to have to be something that you're going to do. Like, your wealth will hit you, and then you're like, okay, what now? What am I supposed to do now? So this is what I've been doing, is trying to really make sure that I'm finding those things to do and having them in place now, so that the actual liquidity events aren't the driver of something that I want to do, that I'm actually in that already and like it. Not just like it, love it. Because when you love something, it's no longer work. It's just something you love to do. So for me, that's what happens. Look, Melissa, okay, I just got to put this up here. As soon as a mother gets on the phone or attending the business, that's when the kids decide they want to act up. That's exactly it. They decide they want to come have a whole conversation. They want to hug. They want all kinds of different things. They want me to come in there and try and cook right now. Like literally, I'm waiting because I hear footsteps. And as I start to hear footsteps, that means somebody about to be at that door. And I don't want to cuss my kids out tonight. I don't want to do that. So, but at the same time, um, it's a lot. When we went through a government shutdown that lasted a way too long. Hey, Mr. Team Green Carpet Clean It. Come on into the party. Come on and hang out over here. Like you was hanging out over on the X side, and we be trying to tell people, don't nobody hang out over there. They'll watch, but they don't really hang out over there. So you got to come over here to the YouTube side, and that way I'll see all of the comments and all of the things. What were some of the things that you all did today? Did you all do cool stuff? It's Thursday. Thursday is a great day to do really cool stuff. So, I'm just saying, I don't know what y'all did, but Dallas is beautiful today. I was surprised it was as nice as it was outside. I had on like a whole leather jacket and the whole nine, and was like, ooh, this is a bit much. Yes, you do need to go to IMU TV. You go to IMU TV, it's on the big screen. Now, I don't know how it would feel with having my big old face on a big screen TV, but at the same time, it is a blast. And I do have to give a shout out to our lovely magical internet friends from the IMU TV crew, the protectors of the frequencies. And that would be Niall Cottrell, Fitzy, and Rob Nichols. I hope all is well with Rob. Sending blessings his way. You're trying to get your Christmas shopping done. Yep, I told you. It's on the way. It's on the way. It's already out. It's already shipped. I'm super excited about that. I've got some new things in the pipeline I'm working on. And I'm looking forward to that. We're getting some labeling for the beard balm. So those will be coming in pretty soon, and we'll get those going as well. And don't be surprised if you see some brand spanking new things, at some point added to the website, kedasbrew.com. And on top of that, last night's show with Melissa and Simon Says gave me a lot of food for thought. That merch mob model is pretty neat, right? Being able to go to one place, you know what I mean? And I'm not sure if it's a situation where, it goes directly to your website, or it actually does all of those things and you ship, or if it's a drop ship type of situation. I think it's more of the first, more so than anything else. And with that, I think they have ways to be able to redirect to a website if you already have one, or they can create you one. And you can list your items there and then be able to sell directly to your customers. They have a very low threshold when it comes to the fees that they have, that's available. And there's also, as Miss World Be Free did go ahead and note that Harris said that Enigma is a big deal. Okay. So I think that that's a very good thing to investigate, especially for myself. I did have my my website created, and I actually have been learning how to update my website, and that might be a little bit much for me. So I might have to get someone to do that, and that's just in the sense of me being able to be strategic in how I'm able to, spread my time when it comes to being able to create and to be able to produce, because those are the things that I look at for sure. Thank you so much, Miss Awesome Amy. Aw, it's always great to see you and to have you here. And I appreciate the 35 people that are here watching and hanging out with us tonight. And, I've done a little bit of traveling this year. At the beginning of the year, I'd gone on a cruise, and that was really nice. And then um, in May, ended up going to Las Vegas and meeting many of my magical internet friends in person. And that was an experience that truthfully was life changing. I mean, I don't even think that people realize just how much it was life changing for me. Um, when it comes down to it, I've said this before, I'll say it again. I really was not involved in Web3. I was a hodler. That's what I was doing. I was hodling, holding on for dear life. Okay. And understood the coin, understood, use cases, all of those things. However, I didn't understand what was being built on the XRPL itself. You know what I mean? I understand ecosystem has many, many different things doing, for many different reasons. At the same time, I did not realize that there were so many things that were being built that are solving problems outside of the financial industry. How people can utilize tokens as well as NFTs for utility and have it be beneficial for whoever the consumer is, in the sense of it's not just a picture. There's more to it, At one point, on the last show I had with Zach from the Bearded Ape Society, I talked about the Ugly Duck Society and, what they're doing, with their actual NFTs, to really provide actual real world utility to those people that hold them, And I think it's super important to have that type of an example, because they actually give you a clear cut, comprehensive tool in order to be able to start an IRL business. So talk about value, like that right there. I mean, it takes it over the edge. You see what I'm saying? And this is not a rug pull situation. Also, it allows you access to the Drunken Labs, and there's 4 of them. They've got Brooklyn, Houston, Miami, and LA. Okay. Or it allows you to have a discount at the Bitcoin Mansion. And they got a clothing line. Can't be mad at that. Can't be. They're doing big things. And that's on another blockchain. That's not even on the XRPL. So when it comes down to it, we should be able to do the same exact things. We definitely should be able to do that. Okay. So when it comes down to it, I know you just saw me say, get out, right? Okay. So close the door. I told you it was going to happen. Told you. Sometimes I have to laugh at myself because I don't be trying to bring these things to fruition or to have these things happen in the moment, but they do. And in that, you just got to roll with the punches. He'll learn. So back to the conversation. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what people are building. We're seeing people like Florida Man landscaping, building a complete layout for those people that are out here. What the TI project and Merch Mob are doing is allowing for mom and pops to have an outlet to be able to sell their goods. They talked about that a little bit last night, and discussing the fact that when malls came around, it kind of did away with the mom and pop shops, that were staples in their communities. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see where this leads to and how we can benefit from it. And as we're so early in this space, whether it's metaverse, whether it's here, whether it's wherever, you know what I mean. Unified DK, what's happening? Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. I am super stinking excited for another day, another chance to be on this earth and try and get it right and try to bring some joy and some fun and some laughter, some music, maybe. You never know how this thing goes down. So I'm thankful for all of you for being here. There's so many different projects that we tend to touch, and to be able to learn more about. You got my friends over at Opulence. Adrian Corrales and Java Chillin, and Barker Man, who's over there. I mean, goodness, it's been such an amazing thing to be able to have these types of conversations. And I'm noticing that there's some interesting things happening. So next year, in October, is supposed to be the Sholo XRP conference in Cancun. And we're trying to figure out. And first, let me give a big shout out to Mr. Unified DK for subscribing to my channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That just gives me the note to tell y'all, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I am so thankful for all of you for being in here. And what I was going to say is that we actually are finding out that Swell is supposed to be on almost the exact same dates as that conference in Cancun. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And I don't know, I think Cancun would be a really, really fun fun place to be. I think that's just me. I love a good white sand beach. I like the sun. I do. I like being in the sun. So come through to Cancun. I'm not telling you not to go to Swell, but come through Cancun. It'll be a good time for real. And that's what I was getting to, is that this year has been a game changer for me. I've connected with people who are now part of my tribe. You know what I mean? Like straight up part of my tribe. And I had people that were part of my tribe, don't get me wrong. But these people have showed up and showed out. You know what I mean? Across the board. I mean, we have really gotten to learn about each other. We've gotten a chance to see how people work, see how people interact, see how people handle business, how people handle other people, to see how emotional or not emotional people can be. And, in some instances, especially when it comes to me, you a little too emotional. It might be a little bit of bad deal when it comes to dealing with me. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm just saying, because I'm very straightforward, very, very straightforward, and very blunt, and not on some, I'm trying to be nasty, but okay, let me stop. I hate the word, but I don't like to be nasty, and I am normally never that way. However, my bluntness can be taken as me being a jerk. I ain't trying to be a jerk. I'm truthfully just trying to tell you the truth. I just don't sugarcoat it. Correct. Correct, Team Green. However, that's right. Because when you say but, you negate everything you said before it. Yeah. So I just change it up. Yeah, no, I definitely am a straight shooter for sure. Unified DK. I am straight shooter all day, every day. Um, but you know what though? That's that Sag. That's that Sag energy for real. That's really what it is. I'm sorry. I'm really feeling my new sweatshirt and sweatsuit. I got one of the comfort sweatsuits, and oh my gosh, this thing is like life. I'm sorry. I absolutely absolutely love this sweatsuit. Um, I know y'all don't really think I am like a tomboy. I am a tomboy in some ways. Let me just put it that way. I'm a tomboy in some ways. Sometimes, especially when I'm in my, my chucks, my kicks, sweatsuits, all of that. Yeah, it is comfy, like for real. Yep, it's comfy, but the name of it is comfort. So, um, it says, okay, I see. Unified DK says, where's everybody hanging out? I was in the X Live and jumped over here because Stig said he was all alone in that chat. Yes, this is where we normally hang out. So, like, and this rings true when it comes to Dip a Toe. This also rings true with this show as well. When you are, when we're here, when we stream and we stream to YouTube, the YouTube is the place that shows up in our comments. So if you're putting comments on X, we may not see it. And also the other people that are in YouTube won't see it either. So 9 times out of 10, most people do go to the YouTube because that's probably the most visible that people see it, unless they go to IMU TV. And I don't believe that there's a place for them to have comments. It's really just a streaming platform where you're able to see it. But here you actually get to interact, which is awesome. Yeah. The towel. Yeah, I do wear that too. I have like the robe. I got like the old school like green robe that look like a towel, and it's terry cloth, so it's like super warm, and that I wear that all the time around the house. But this just came in today, and I was waiting for it. So this would be like something super comfy to like travel in. That's what we do. That's how we're gonna do it. That's what we're gonna use this for. But no, seriously, I had my eye on these for a minute, and one day just caught me the wrong way. So I just went on ahead and made an order. We like that. That's what's up. So coming in the pipeline, I've got a couple of new scent profiles I'm working on. I'm not really going to divulge too much of that right now, but it's one of those things that I'm super excited about. And in doing that, I will also work on the whole shebang. The whole shebang. I'll be working on new soaps. I'll be working on and Miss Melissa did ask me to do a different scent profile for the beef tallow balm. So I did that the other day. And so it will be named the Melissa. So I'm super excited about that as well. And other than that, I mean, really just closing out this year on a really high note. I do believe that, coming into the very first quarter of this new year are going to be some really, really exciting things happening. We have the Florida trip in January, the end of January, and that's the Allen Staple event. And that's a networking event. That's a time to be able to connect and collab with so many people. Awesome, Amy, are you coming? I hope you are. I hope you're going to be there. It's going to be in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And it's a really cool event that they're having in an airport hangar. I mean, hello. Hello. This is going to be really, really amazing. And from what I'm understanding, there'll be celebrities, athletes. There'll be, your magical internet friends or your imaginary magical internet friends. Those people you think are your friends, but all right. Hey, 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 Mr. Zam just rolled up in the spot. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, it's the birthday girl. She's here. She's here. Um, so it's a good look. I'm super excited about that. Um, it's gonna be a what's that show? What's that show that used to be on MTV? Jersey Shore. Is that what it is? Jersey Shore. Oh, it's about to go down. Oh, we about to have a whole issue in a good way. It's going to be awesome. I'm super excited to hang out with my peoples and, do a little cooking, hanging out, sitting by the pool, talking, laughing, and just hanging with my peoples. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm super jazzed about the whole thing. Thank you for the birthday wishes. It's been that kind of a day, and that's not a negative kind of a day. It's really been a good day. I will say that. My daughter was supposed to make me a cake, but see, I made cookies today. I made cookies, and I'm one of these people that when you get like chocolate chip cookies, right? I'm the one that don't want the chocolate in it. I just want the cookie around the chocolate chips. So I made those. That's what I made today. Made me happy. I ain't even gonna lie, because they're good. So that was part of the day. And this weekend I'll probably do some more cool stuff. Go visit some of my friends, especially some of my friends that haven't been doing so well, and just send some love their way. And so I'm excited about that. And then hopefully get the kids out. I think I want to take them to see the lights. We have a community out here by the name of Diamond Lock. And the line to get into this, housing area is like one of the biggest light display areas, and they're the ones that you can tune your car to the music that's playing for their lights. So that's really cool too. So that'll be a really a nice thing. They sell hot chocolates. You can have hot chocolate in the car while you're driving and stuff. So that's a really cool thing too. And I want to know what you all are doing, have y'all done your Christmas shopping? Have you finished? Are y'all celebrating? Are y'all putting up trees? What are y'all doing? Tell me in the comments. For me, I don't know. Do y'all do turkey on Christmas too? I don't do turkey on Christmas. I don't. Mm-mm. I get all turkeyed out after Thanksgiving, so I can't have another turkey. So I think we're going to do a pot roast this year, which will be really good. That'll be a good thing. Last year I did a lasagna, so that was good too, because I hadn't made lasagna in quite a long time. So prime rib, I like it. I like it, Melissa. That sounds. Oh, you're going to do ham, Tangy? Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna do a roast, and I'll roast that bad boy. Unified DK said, I don't even like turkey on Thanksgiving, even though my dad made it slap this year. You know what? I make a mean turkey. I do. I make a mean turkey. Now, when your dad made it, did he brine it? I brine my turkeys because I used to just inject it and all those types of things. I said, let me try something a little bit different. So I started to brine it, and the flavor profile is just different. So, oh, you're going to Miss World Freeze for that prime rib? I know, right? So I want to know: are we doing? Yeah, yeah. I bet you the amount of money he probably did brine it, Unified DK, because that's exactly what it does. Is it makes it super juicy? Yes, absolutely. Um, so Miss World Be Free. When you make prime rib, do you do like with like a horseradish on the side, or with mashed potatoes? What do you normally do with your prime rib when you make it? Because I know it's probably amazing. I know it's probably. Um, so I'm gonna need y'all to get your list together of things that y'all want to eat while y'all are in Florida, outside of the parties and all of that. We need to get that together, because it's gonna be homemade horseradish. Yeah, yep. There we go. All right, Miss World Be Free. I already know that is going to be bananas. Bananas. I love it. That's what's up. So we probably, I don't know if I'll do roasted potatoes. Like, get some potatoes, cube them up, a little olive oil, garlic, seasoning, and roast them. Potatoes, Brussels sprouts, and drunken mush. Ooh. Now, what do you use for the drunken mushrooms? Is this wine? Like, do you do like a red wine? Or do you do like a booze in your drunken mushrooms? Yes, Tangi, I for sure will cook breakfast in Florida, for sure. Absolutely. You make a Christmas tree roll thing. That's pretty cool. Oh, for dessert. Yes. Now, do you also you do like a Yule log with like the cake and roll it like yeah, roll it and then like frost it with chocolate? Is that what you do to make and then make it look like a log? I've done those before. Those are fun. Those are pretty cool to make. Very different. I've even gone so far as to make the buttercream frosting for it, which will be really cool. So we'll see. And I know they'll have me in there making like all these different desserts. I think I might do like a strawberry cheese, not strawberry cheesecake, but a strawberry shortcake. And we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if we'll have a whole lot of people over on Christmas. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This has been really cool because I always tell people, look, listen, don't lump my birthday in with Christmas. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, Ryan makes the mushrooms, Worcestershire sauce, butter, and a little cream. Well, then what's drunk about it? Ain't nothing drunk about that. Or is it just because it's got a sauce? That's not drunk. It's different if you said you put a little bit of Jack Daniels in there, or you put a little bit of, you know, a little bit of cognac. The cognac would take it up a notch. Make a butter sauce out of the cognac. That'd be good. That would be really good. Now, if only other people in the house like mushrooms like me. Most people in the house don't like mushrooms. Oh, breadsticks to make a tree. Okay. Now so do you just like braid it so that it looks like a Christmas tree? That's interesting. Now I want to see what that looks like. Now I want to see it because that sounds like something really cool. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me on my birthday. Like, this is really awesome. I so am. I am so over the moon about my friends coming to hang out with me. If I can't be there in person, I love the fact that you all are here. That's so dope, for sure. Absolutely. And other than that, I did throw out some links if any, but I know how that goes. Sometimes people are like, "Look, I am not camera ready right now. I'm not trying to be on air. I'm not mad at that." So no, no, no. This happens every single time. I swear, every time. It doesn't matter that I'm off. Doesn't matter. Every time. Every time. It says, okay. Oh, so you do that. So you braid it and then you cut out stars, etc. and put a now do you paint them to make them a different color? So it looks like ornaments? That'd be interesting, to say the least. When I was in culinary school, we did kind of cool stuff like that. No, it wasn't your phone. That's funny. No, that wasn't your phone. Not at all. Mm-mm. It was mine. Happens all the time. And the crazy, no, you didn't. Oh, that's cool too. No, no, I just wondered because I'm like looking at it like, oh, okay. All right. I see a Christmas tree. All right. I see the ornaments, but you put stars on them. That's really cool. I like that. I wonder if the family would eat that. But it's breadsticks. Ah, gotcha. Now, do you use pizza dough? Because it would be really cool if you use like you could buy pizza dough at the store and make strips out of it, like if you were making breadsticks, and then you would be able to braid it, just like what she's talking about. That's really cool. I like it. Yes, Melissa is very creative. Um, she comes up with really cool stuff. When we were doing a lot of Miss Tangy says she's watching me on the big TV. It beats the hell out of cell phones. I love it. I love it. It beats the cell. Actually, I agree. When I do the show, I'm not on my cell phone. I'm actually on my laptop. So I don't. Um, I'm definitely not, using my phone either. It says I could. You could, yes, you could use it. You said you made it with into garlic bread. Okay, okay. Yeah, and then you twist it into branches. Yes. I like that. Tang killing me? Huh? What is it? Is it because we're making you hungry? Is that what it is? Oh my goodness, what a day. I have to thank you all again because I'm um super hyped on this time and really being present in it, and enjoying the moment instead of it all being about thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for the background. There it is. Um I had a background that actually had more of what's here. But what had happened was when I went to go look for it again, it wasn't there because we changed over a little bit. And so I found this one and I actually asked AI to do another background for me that was similar to what I have. and it gave me that. So I'm not mad at that right now. Yeah, it's good stuff. Um, yeah, I'm ready for a snack too. I need to eat something. We'll see. And just to let you know, we will have an after space at 10:10. So yeah, like 10 minutes after we end, we'll go into a space. Um, and we'll talk. You know what I mean? Those that didn't come up, we'll talk there. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. It's been such a great day. Felt weird for me. I wasn't in my routine because I was off today. I normally do a video like super early in the morning. Didn't do one today, and that's okay. Sometimes sometimes it's not really the time for it. Sometimes you just need to sit in the moment, and that's what I was doing. And then made my way out to Dallas, to meet my sister from another Mr. and Mrs. and get a chance to hang out with her while she's in town for the week. And she leaves tomorrow. So I was like, I got to see her before she leaves. And so we had a great lunch today and great conversation and catching up and all of those things. So, and I know, stay, because I know baby girl is like, look, I'm trying to be up as long as I can, and I'm going to push the limits. I'm going to push it for sure. I ain't mad, but can I tell you, hearing her voice say happy birthday was the sweetest thing. I'm not going to lie. It was very sweet. Super excited about what she's going to do. She's a little firecracker. And I love that. I love when girls have that, I can do anything. I can be anything. I love that. I love that. Definitely harness that. Let her rock with that. And I know that she's going to do major things. It's awesome. Super awesome. And yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So Mr. Steak and Bake says he might try that with little Team Green this holiday. Might need to FaceTime you though. Yes. Yep. Oh, I love her too. Love her little face and her sweet sounding voice. You need to bring her back to karaoke so she can sing again. It was great when she came to sing. Yeah. That's another thing too. For those of you that don't know, we do a karaoke space on Saturday nights, and it normally starts about 9:00 Eastern Standard, and we go pretty long, and it's a very supportive space with people that are there for the fun of it, people that are there to try to sing to the wind. And we have people that come in and do acoustic. We have people that play the piano. We have people that do Broadway. We have people that do anything under the sun. You name it, we do. And it would be really great to come hang out with us. So it's normally in the X Spaces, and it's called Gotta Be Karaoke. Lady K runs that show. And there you go. Okay. I'll let NTO know, our favorite troll. And I'll let him know that you're coming for some Christmas charity donations. Okay. Listen, NTO kind of got caught Team Green out there for a sec. He said that he wouldn't, come and sing, but NTO said, hey, if you come, I'll donate to charity. So Team Green came up and did sing on the show. And I swear he's the best troll that we've ever had, because he literally clipped he clipped him singing and put that up. Hey, Robert, how are you? Welcome. And thank you for the happy birthday. I so appreciate that. For sure. And what ended up happening is that he had, he basically clipped steak singing and put that right front and center. Um, but it was still good though. Team Green said he's so foul. Yeah, it was foul. I'll just leave that right there. It was foul. That wasn't right. He shouldn't have clipped it, but it was, and he was even talking about making it an actual NFT. Hot Mess Express. Robert, are you who I think you are? Because I normally don't have a Robert that'll come in, but I'm glad that you're here for sure. And thank you for the happy birthday wishes for sure. And it is it's a great day for me. It really was a very good day across the board. Um, just really being reflective on the year, looking forward to what's happening this year at towards the end of this year and the beginning of next year. And really starting to look at what is coming in the pipeline, whether it's whether it's going to Florida in January or Las Vegas in April. It looks like it's April now as opposed to it being in May. And it'll also be at a different venue than it was last year. So we're finding out from Island Ghost Stephanie that there's going to be more people that are implementing things and going to be on the Shark Tank. And what I'm seeing also is that Ripple is a sponsor this year for the conference in Las Vegas. And I will say last night kind of, was the impetus of me saying, all right, well, maybe I'll go, because as of right now, I honestly was on the same stuff I was on last year. And I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know. The other thing I will say is that as the time goes by, you see that there's more people that are coming to these XRP events. There's more people that are coming to XRP Las Vegas. I believe in the very first XRP Las Vegas, there were probably about maybe 500 to 700 people that were there. This past year, not this year, but the year before, there were maybe close to 1,000. I think there were maybe 1,400 that went this year. And now we're coming into a new year. And now that there's going to, by the time that, that comes around in April, there will be the Clarity Act will be in place, right? And a lot of the other legislation that's supposed to be coming through will be done. And if that's the case, then we may see things very different once we, get to that point. So we shall see. I hope that you all are building. I hope that you all are trudging along and not allowing the noise to get in the way. And also not believing everything you see. Because, people put a lot of stuff up that's BS. I'm going to call a spade a spade. It's BS. A lot of times people don't read. They just put something up and they didn't read it. They didn't even look at what it said. Or they didn't even read the words appropriately that were said. I mean, yet again, we had ISO 20022 have its full stop implementation. And people were looking for price movement. And when someone gives them a contrary belief or thought process and says it's a messaging standard, it's not settlement. It's a messaging standard. messaging. That's what it is. And so we had that like 2.5 years ago. Same thing. And we have people out here paying for this information. Just saying. So it says here by Team Green, we need Clarity Act and 0.5% from Jerome, and you rock it. We'll see. Right now, the jury's out on anything that comes from anybody's thought processes right now, because things that would normally drive some type of movement we're not seeing. At the same time, we also don't have settlement to digital assets and cryptocurrencies yet. Right now, the settlement is to fiat. So once we start to see that and see that with the institutional money, then we can talk. Then we can talk about that. But right now, we're truthfully just early. And I'm hoping that people realize that and are able to reconcile that, And I legitimately have like 2 minutes, because you all rocked out with me for a whole entire hour, and I'm thankful for it. Again, I gotta thank the folks that came up in this chat today. My girl, Miss Tangela, Miss World Be Free, Mr. Sam, Team Green, and Awesome Amy, and Optimistic Prime, Unified DK, Robert. Thank you all for being here. It has been an absolute pleasure. And I thank you for rocking out with me on my birthday. I am going to be back next week. Also Team Green says we need investors being able to leverage debt. Lower interest rates help big time. And that's true too. And I think that's a very valid point. And from this vantage point, I don't understand why I guess they can't do it too fast. You know what I mean? It took a while for it to get to the point that it was at inflation wise. And I just find it interesting because they don't really talk about the fact that there's way more to it than just lowering an interest rate, because they're not factoring in food. They're not factoring in living expenses. They're not. So with that, I would love to see you all in the after space, and I will check you all on the next week. Thank you all for being here, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all.
Come get to know your girl. There's a lot going on in her world. There's enough for you to get a view
of everything that's Keda's Brew.
from health, beauty, food, and crypto. These are the things you'll get to know. So come find the brew
That's right for you. Then you'll know what to do. Come get to know your girl. There's a lot going on in her world. There's enough for you to get a view of everything that's Keda's Brew.
Keda's Brew will change your perspective,
Give you food for thought in the right direction. Show you things to move the scale and